to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Panthers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Welcome, welcome.
FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Penn State's offense will take. What are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Allard. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reynolds. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Now, Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Howard Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So FIU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything. Try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Aller. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do on third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Wide open downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a crease. It's Owens.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll go to the counter. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, it's a fake. Headed for the end zone. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. minutes of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Gets it to him on the screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's got it. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quick handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
To the air, it's Aller. Here's a heat. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it.
The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the option. He'll toss it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get...
There he goes! Made a defender miss. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The option look. He'll toss it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been that kind of day. An opportunity because he keeps getting sacked. That now already the 4th sack of the game. We're only in the second quarter. I guess the only good news, he hasn't turned it over yet. He hasn't been forced to throw the ball up into coverage, into a bad spot. He's been good about just eating the football, but they've got to find a way to find some rhythm here in the passing game moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Aller. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Hey, what's up, D?
And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5.
Okay, that's cool.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in that situation.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Hate when the game do that.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Hudson.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job. He really took his time and sold it. Stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man.